One is Stripe, and the other one is PayPal. So before I get into it, I want to let you know, if you do decide to trial Kajabi, which I hope you decide to do, it's a great software, go ahead and get yourself a free pair of AirPods from me. Anyone who uses my trial link goes ahead and gets a free pair of AirPods. Also, I challenge you to make a comment down below, write a comment down below. I actually have a personal challenge that I actually never miss a comment. So go ahead and I'll tell you what, if I actually miss your comment and don't respond, I'll give you a free pair of AirPods. That's how confident I am that I'm actually going to make sure that I get to everybody's comment. And then also there'll be a bonus. So stick around to the end where I actually show you the pros and the cons of Stripe versus PayPal. There are a few nuances that make one good and the other one not so good. And then of course, as always, one good and not so good on the other side. It's just like, there's never one perfect solution. They both have pros, they both have cons. And towards the end, we'll actually take a look at what those are. All right, so without further ado, let's jump in here. Okay, you can see we are in the back end of Kajabi, and you can see it's pretty easily laid out. Website, products, marketing, people. That's it. That's your 4 tabs. We are in the settings, which is, I guess, a 5th tab if you're going to count that. But primarily, it's for things like this, payment integrations. And of course, payment integrations is where we're going to be clicking. We click on that and we have 2. We have Stripe and we have PayPal. So if you wanted to just connect to Stripe, all you have to do is create an account. That's pretty easy. You either click this button if you already have a Stripe account, or if you don't, you click this button. Pretty simple. And it will walk you through the steps on how to do that. Really easy. You can have that set up in like less than 3 minutes. When it comes to the PayPal, same kind of thing. You'll create a PayPal account and make sure it's a business PayPal account. I want to preface that, not just a PayPal account, but a business PayPal account, because that allows you to actually have recurring subscriptions built into it. So business PayPal is a little bit different than just a normal PayPal. So you're going to definitely need a business PayPal to set this up. Once you set that up, you get the email account, you put it in here. They're going to kick you a whole bunch of client numbers and then a secret kind of password. Go in there, copy that, paste that in there, and hit save, and you're done. That's pretty simple across the board. So let's talk a little bit about Stripe, and let's talk a little bit about PayPal, why I like one of them and why I don't like the other one. But then again, it always kind of, as soon as I like one more than the other, there's something else that comes out that they're equal across the board, in my personal opinion, in my experience. Right now, we're on the back end of Stripe, and you can see it's actually really nice. Like aesthetically, it's really pretty. There's lots of different graphs and you can kind of go through these and check out your price points, and it'll tell you exactly like if there's high risk payments, what your dispute count is. So this is pretty cool. It's a very organized and very intuitive software piece. I love Stripe, and of course it's free. That's the best part, right? Well, I guess not free per se. It's free to use, but if you actually utilize Stripe, they do take a 2.9%, like a credit card fee from you. And I'll get into the Stripe. I'll get into the dispute aspect of Stripe here in a little bit, and that's maybe my only downfall with this software. But if you look through this, you can see payments, you can see customers, you can go through this. So essentially this acts as what I would call a CRM, a customer relation manager. You can actually see all your customers and you can go through them and you can find them very easily by using the search tab. So this software is very intuitive and it provides a lot of value. I would say the only con that I have about this is usually in the disputes category, and that's not really Stripe's fault. This is how it works. Somebody disputes something on their credit card. Then Stripe lets me know. It pulls out all the money that was disputed. Then it pulls out a penalty, a fee of like $15 or $20, holds that, and then acts as the intermediary while you and essentially the bank go back and forth. So there's a little form you have to fill out. You have to kind of say, okay, well, this is my case, and you have to plead that and fill out all this information. It's very tedious and quite annoying, honestly. There is a button to just say, hey, listen, give them the money, I don't care about it. But if you actually feel like you're in the right, yeah, you're gonna have to defend yourself. If you win the case, Stripe will go ahead and refund the money that they took out plus that actual fee. If you don't win, they will take the fee and also the money. So a little bit of a ding there, but it's the only thing I don't like because it's very tedious to do this and have to like constantly, if you have a lot of disputes that is, constantly have to go in there and manage that aspect of your business. It's just the way it is when it comes to an online business. So, but I will say from a software standpoint, you have this incredible just dashboard to move around and see everything that you need to see. So I love it from a dashboard standpoint. I can find any customer really, really quickly. I don't have to look very long to find them. Now, that's the only gripe I have about Stripe. Now, let's get into PayPal. PayPal, I don't know what PayPal is doing because I actually feel like PayPal is so big, so international that they should like have a phenomenal CRM. It should be so easy to find people and deal with transactions. It is not. It is very difficult actually to use and it is not intuitive. If I wanted to find somebody and I went into PayPal here, I would hit activity and then I would hit all transactions and I would be right here. And then here I have to try to find and guess what if I don't get their name perfectly spelled correctly, if I don't get their email perfectly spelled correctly, it has no idea who I'm talking about. So it is quite annoying. It's not a great search engine, if you will. I mean, maybe it's not supposed to be, but it's really hard for me sometimes to find my customers in here. This is the difficult aspect of like the customers actually stay in Stripe and they'll stay in PayPal. Only in Kajabi will you have that hub where everybody is. But if you are going to have to make corrections to the payments or kind of maybe in this case where I'm talking about disputes, fight a dispute, you will have to go into the PayPal or the Stripe software and figure that out. Now, PayPal, when it comes to disputes, I like better. And the reason I like them better is because there's no bank really involved. PayPal is the actual bank. They don't take out a fee for you getting a dispute on your account. They just take out the money, they hear your side of the story, and then they reward who they think is fair. And you usually talk to a real person a lot of times. That's a little bit friendlier, and I've noticed a much higher percentage of win rate when it comes to PayPal because, and I think we might be able to look in here, let's just say, I go to open cases, and I think I don't have any pending right now, 0 for 4. So out of those 4 cases, I most likely probably, and I don't know, I'm not going to click into these for the sake of time, but I probably won all 4 of these. I have noticed like a 95% rate of winning on PayPal when it comes to disputes versus when it comes to Stripe. Stripe, across the board, I've been doing this for like 7 years, I've noticed 50%. 50-50. It's almost like they don't read. They don't read them. They just basically just say, this guy hasn't won one in a while. Let's go ahead and give it to him. It's literally like you win one, you lose one. You win one, you lose one. You win 3, you lose 3. So it's fascinating. I don't even know how to figure it out. I've like A/B tested tons of things when it came to disputes, but unfortunately, it's just one of those things where you can just expect 50% you're going to win, 50% you're going to lose, as far as my personal experience when it comes to Stripe. But like I said, on PayPal, 95% win rate, which is phenomenal, because a lot of times PayPal doesn't actually protect digital goods for the actual customer. It protects it for the buyer, meaning if someone was to purchase something on PayPal that was tangible and they didn't receive the item, of course they're going to side with the customer. In this particular case, it's a digital item. They know that you got it. So it's easy to track it and show the logs and how when they logged in, when you sent it over, the email, the congratulations, welcome email that you sent to them. And PayPal really just says, hey, listen, we don't really protect online products for the customer. And most of the time they will side with the seller. So that is good news for you. So that is pretty much most of the things I wanted to cover as far as the pros and the cons of these particular softwares. Both are integrated in Kajabi. Easy to set up, very easy. And of course, you get this awesome opportunity in this People tab to have all the PayPal and also all the Stripe members just all congregated in that one particular area. So you can tag them and you can kind of keep track of them. So anyways, as always, leave a comment down below. I answer every single comment. And as always, if you use a trial and you give Kajabi a try, expect a free pair of AirPods from me to you. I'm Fish Fisher, reminding you to build a course, to build a brand, and to build a business. And I will see you guys in the next one.